Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. I hope you're looking forward to our story today. I certainly am. Today's story is called Mr. Rush, and this is what Mr. Rush looks like. Can you tell what shape he looks like? Is it a square? Nope. Is it a rectangle? Nope. Is it a diamond? Nope. Is it a circle? Nope. Is it a hexagon? Nope. It's a triangle. Well done. If you turn him this way, see, it looks like a triangle. You're right. Mr. Rush. Let's see what Mr. Rush gets up to. I liked our story yesterday. I was actually talking in a quiet voice for most of the day after reading that story. And I can't wait to go back to the library. I'm looking forward to that. Even getting a book for myself too. Mr. Rush was the fastest thing on two legs. He used to rush hither and there, and back again all the time. And of course, he was always in such a rush that he never, ever finished anything properly. There he is. One morning, he woke up with a jump. He'd only had time for 3 hours sleep because he'd been rushing about for so long the day before. Oh dear, he cried, leaping out of bed. I'm late. Oh, look at him in bed. It's so funny. He can't cover his whole body because he's too big. And he rushed into the bathroom and washed, not very well as he was in such a hurry, and cleaned one tooth and rushed downstairs 3 steps at a time. Oh, that's dangerous. Look at him. Oh, I hope he's holding on. We always hold on going to the library, don't we? We do. Mr. Rush had a boiled egg and toast and a cup of tea for breakfast. He boiled the egg for 5 seconds and it tasted awful. He toasted the bread for 1 second, so it wasn't brown at all. And as he couldn't bear to wait for the kettle to boil, he made his tea with cold water. Ugh, what a horrid breakfast. And of course, he was in such a rush, he only ate half of it. Rush, rush, rush. Silly fellow. I wonder why he's in such a rush. What he has to do. Let's find out. After his half a breakfast, he rushed off again. Out of his front door, leaving it open. Down his garden path. Out of his garden gate, leaving it open too. And off down the lane. He looks like he's on a mission. He passed Mr. Happy. Hello, called Mr. Happy. Good morning, Mr. Rush. Where are you off to? Can't stop, cried Mr. Rush. I'm in much too much of a hurry. I can see that, thought Mr. Happy to himself as he watched Mr. Rush disappear into the distance. I wonder where he's going. Where Mr. Rush was going was nowhere. Fast as usual. Find it hard to believe he's going nowhere. Surely he has to be going somewhere. We all go somewhere. Mr. Rush rushed around all morning and then rushed home and had a quick bite to eat, a sandwich without bread, and then rushed off again and rushed around all afternoon. So he wasn't really going anywhere. He was just keeping himself busy going on lots of walks. That evening he was reading a magazine. He never had time to read a book. When he saw an advertisement for a holiday. Ooh, he said, I'd like that. Haven't had a holiday for ages. But then his face fell. I can't go on holidays, he thought, because I don't have any money. And then he thought again, and his face rose. I know, he thought, I'll get a job. What a great idea. And so the following morning he rushed off and got a job with a farmer milking cows. I wonder, will he take his time with this job or will he rush? But of course, he wasn't any good at that, because if there's one thing a cow can't stand, it's being rushed, especially when she's being milked. Oh look, she's not enjoying it. She wants him to stop because he's going too fast. So Mr. Rush rushed off and got himself another job, driving a bus. But of course, he wasn't any good at that, because he was always in such a rush, he never stopped at any of the bus stops. And if there's one thing people waiting at a bus stop don't like, it's when the bus doesn't stop for them. There they are. They're very grumpy. They're waiting on the bus and it doesn't arrive. So Mr. Rush rushed off and got himself another job as a waiter in a hotel. There he is. He might be good at that job, because when you're hungry and you go to a restaurant, you do like to get your food quite fast. Oh, but he wasn't. But of course, he wasn't any good at that, because no sooner had he served people a meal and they'd taken one bite than he whisked the plate away from them under their noses. He took the food away too fast, silly Billy. And if there's one thing hungry people can't stand, it's having food whisked away from them. Oh look, not one bit happy Mr. Greedy isn't. No way, Jose. Poor Mr. Rush. No job, no money. Oh dear, he sighed to himself. I'm never going to be able to go on holiday. He looked very glum and gloomy. But then an idea struck him. An idea for a job for someone who rushes around all the time. An ideal job for someone who is the fastest thing on two legs. Do you know what that job was? Would you like to know what that job was? I would. Wonder what it is? Postman! Delivering express letters. Mr. Rush was so good at it, he delivered twice as many letters in half the time that any postman had ever done before. Soon he had saved enough money for that holiday of his. Oh, what a great idea! He's a postman now. And so the very next week there was Mr. Rush sitting on a beach in the hot sunshine under a palm tree on holiday. This is the life, he grinned, and rushed off for a swim. I'd love to be on the beach under a palm tree right now. His 15th that day, and then it was breakfast time. What a funny story. His 15th swim of the day. That's a lot of swims, goodness me. I wonder, are any of you out in paddling pools or playing it with water at the moment? I know one of the girls in our class has been. Her mummy emailed me to tell me, and she's having great fun out in the paddling pool. So today we're going to sing the rhyme Hickory Dickory Dock, and I'll count to 3 and I'll say it, and hopefully you can learn it and say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. We'll say it once more. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1, the mouse ran down. Hickory dickory dock. Well done, that was brilliant. Thank you for watching this video today, and I'm looking forward to tomorrow already.